What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Baz. I got Marcus, I got Will, and I got Ran here with me, man. Also known as Randy, man. But we got Marcus and Will. You know, you feel me? They was with us last year. They still with us, you feel me? They still always gonna be part of the family. You feel me? But we checking in with them to see what they was on, man. They just got done checking in with Randy, man. But we gonna get a whole conversation going on with the whole family, man. So let's chop it up, man. Man, so what's been up with y'all, man? What's going on? Chop it up with me.
Staying on that grind. Still got to eat in the streets regardless on what we're doing or what's going on. We still going to eat in the streets. So we still got that ends mentality. So that's really what I be carrying on. I mean myself, but I know my brother over here, he been on the same lane. But that's for me. I know I've been trying to get to it. Trying to get to it. You know, still part of the North Fork family and everything. Okay.
So elaborate with that, man. So what's some new journeys that y'all been on since we last interviewed y'all? Y'all been interviewing people, man, but what has the journey been like since we last interviewed y'all?
You want to answer this one first?
I'll go first. Man, life been crazy.
Life's crazy.
Few obstacles, but everything getting back to straight. Staying with Ends and Emerge and North Ford. They helping me a lot get through everything. So yeah, like nothing new. Trying to make money, you know. I got a son. He kind of walking now, so that's cool. That's
you know, it's always something new. It's always a new day. You feel me?
Right.
So it's something new.
You woke up to breathe today.
You said so it's always something new. But I say, you know, we still been pushing with the North Ford family. We had a couple internships here and there. We dealing with Nelson Ink and Metals.
Yeah.
So that was a great experience. I'll say I got to do that with my fellow North Ford brothers. And we definitely came represented the North Ford family. Made us a North Ford actually symbol. Like that's physical, you know. So we can, it is supposed to be in here. So.
No, it's in the next room. It's in the next room.
It's in the boss office.
That
You know,
cold.
we do boss things, so you know, boss things gotta be bossy. But you know, pretty much it's still eating in the streets. Really, like I'm gonna keep saying eating in the streets.
Every day.
For sure.
Grinding.
So throughout this whole process, what have y'all learned about yourselves? Like, what's something new that y'all learned about yourselves? So, like, you was talking about being a father, and you was talking about going into a new internship opportunity, and you too, Randy, I see you out there in the back, man. You embarking on this journey. Like, what have y'all learned new about yourselves since this whole process? Starting off with you, Will.
Man, what I learned, kind of got to think about that. It's like, it's a lot I learned. Like, being patient. I'm a little more patient.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, I'm a little more patient.
You gotta be patient with everything.
Waiting on that Tuesday every week.
Just to get to talk and group, you know.
Man,
Patience.
yeah, patience. Cause waiting these days every day, man, crazy. Patience.
I'll lead up when he say, you know, waiting for group every Tuesday. I said we definitely. Speaking of group, we know we just visited Pop. Shout out to the Pop group. Thanks for having y'all. Thanks for having us out there in y'all community and y'all group session, because we definitely have them come into our group session and they talk with us. And they are mentors, so to get to be able to see they mentor, that was dope.
Yeah, it was a good group.
You feel me?
Like, it was a good meeting.
You feel me? So from that good meeting, I say I learned from that meeting that my time with Pop and with North Ford, I say that time is money, time is everything. I say I learned the time.
Yeah.
And who you give your time to is everything. So I say time is my key.
That's the
lesson right
patient.
now.
Patience.
Patience, time. Y'all see what's going on. It's gonna take patience and time, y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, you right.
Okay. So what would you say, Randy?
Follow the process. You gotta complete every step. Go step by step.
Step by step. So, you know, like, let's kind of go back into, like, you know, like the group. What are some key principles or something like that? You know, like, kind of just chime in a little bit, like key principles or something that you learned from the group. You know, I heard patience. You feel me? Just, you know, following the process, going step by step. But then,
type of people.
He'll take one. He'll tell you about it. He'll take one.
Positive. Adder. My bad. There's one person in your life is an adder. This is what it means. If that person bringing you more, like leveling you up, like as being like trying to help you do the right thing,
uplifting you to the righteousness, basically.
Right. To the as good as possible, get you there. Instead of like,
It's a tractor, which is somebody who's always negative in your life, and then you always got these just somebody that is not in your type of mood, your type of spirit that you got going on.
Trying to take
bring you down, right?
Trying to subtract you, take. But then you got the people that's going to try to multiply you. And that's what Will and Joanne is. The people that's trying to multiply us in our lives.
Adding more people to
trying to take us places that we can't go by ourselves. With our places that they already at. Trying to bring us up, multiply us. You feel me? Yeah. And then you got the people that's trying to divide us, which is dividers. They're going to try to divide your time, your money, your patience, everything. They're gonna divide you from your purpose. Literally. And that's them are the four opponents that we've been learning about. Is the four people that's in life, that's in your life. Adders, subtractors, dividers, multipliers.
And they taught us to like watch and see who's adders, subtractors, multipliers, or dividers in our lives.
Your life won't
So
change.
that's what I learned also. I learned that too. That's key.
You gotta watch out, because if you're not looking for it, if you don't know where it's at, if you don't know how to
read it first.
To read, see people, like it could be your mom, your sister, your brothers, your
family,
homies, your day ones. If they're subtracted, they gotta go. They gotta go.
Or at least lean them to the other side to become a positive person.
Man, oh man, so was it hard to kind of, put that into play? Because I know that, that, like you said, that can be in-house, but also outside. It can be the homies outside, but it can also be individuals that, that you live with. It can be individuals, that you talk to and you see on a day-to-day basis that can be taken away from you, energy, time, opportunity, and just taken away from you just in general. So how do y'all walk that line or, practice that? Like, how was that for y'all? Like, when y'all first start to, open that eye up to really see that, was it kind of hard? Because it was like, damn, like, you start to kind of reevaluate relationships.
It's very hard, because, sometimes it can be yourself. Like, it really starts with yourself. Just
seeing who
you are, or what that person you is. Changing yourself. If you're a subtractor, just look at your lifestyle. Look how you
change your ways.
Look how your ways affecting the people. Like, you gotta first you gotta look at yourself. So it's hard. I say first it's really hard to look at yourself. And then like you said, looking at your mom, sister, brothers, homies, it's hard to do that.
It ain't hard to me. I feel like, cause I sit back, I examine, I stay out the way. So it ain't hard to, interact with those type of people if you know what you're looking for and where you coming. So if you come to emerge, they know what you're adding.
Nothing but adders.
Nothing but adders.
And if it's attractive, make it to an adder.
And if they say don't come to emerge or don't this, that, and that,
they divide.
They divide. They trying to get you
subtracting you.
But hey, we ain't gonna say it. Come see for yourself. You feel me?
I'm telling you, this is a good program.
Check it out.
For sure. So throughout this whole process, y'all learned a lot about yourself, but you also learned how to move differently. So I know that come with patience, but that also come with understanding. So, as y'all start to move and start to get a better understanding of the world, what are some new practices that maybe y'all are starting to do with, to start doing that? Is it reevaluating friends? When you first meet somebody, kind of be man, let me see what you about, or just understanding situations and what you bring to the table. Did y'all start to really understand your own value a little bit more? You feel me? Because y'all realize y'all got something that somebody could take away from.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, how could you not? How could you not? Really, going through North Fork, going through Ends Media, it's really how could you not just look at what's more valuable? What's the end goal? What's going on, right? There's so much valuable stuff around, so much opportunities around. How could you not look at dang, this is something that I need to value. Something so I picked up what's putting what's more important aside, and finding out my goals, and I'm taking
your aspirations.
Yeah, you feel me? So it's about a lot of things. So it's a lot of things I say.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Okay. So would y'all mind naming at least one of those goals that y'all got that y'all
personal goals?
Yeah, personal. It can be personal.
I'm still working on, still doing, maybe accomplished. I'll let y'all go first. Go ahead.
Oh man, saving and financial stuff. Pretty much. That's really it. Everything else good.
So see, I'm gonna say the same thing. Basically, just
being patient,
more finance. More established,
being more patient,
more independent.
Wait that 2 weeks for that check.
More independent. As I was saying.
Okay. So you know, we're gonna be starting something new. I don't know if Randy really chimed in with y'all, but man, you know, next week or the week after that, you know, we're gonna be starting this financial literacy. Y'all interviewed Nafisa last year about the financial wellness, but now we're gonna be implementing that into the actual program, so y'all can really learn about them dollars. So, you know, let's talk about that, man. Like, how y'all feel about, you know, learning about, you know, how to manage and work with your money?
Man, I feel like that should be taught in school. That should be
I feel the same way. Like, I think we should talk about that more with us black family, like the family, like all the people I know, they not the best savers. So I feel like that should be a concept in school.
Should be taught.
Man, so how do y'all? I mean, like, so since they don't teach it in school, like, how do y'all learn it like on your own, like, you know, throughout your everyday life?
Yeah, you gotta pick it up, and if you're not already picking up what they teaching you in school, and if you're not already seeing what's around you, like being in our communities, like they said, like you talking about our schools, it's not like the grown folks, like people like our mentors, or supposed to be mentors, they like people like just not down on their dollars, not even down on their dollars, like not living check to check basically. And that's just
not the way that I feel like none of us
want to live. You feel me?
Like,
So
I feel like the parents should teach more like financial talks with y'all.
Right, they should.
Not even just that. I say we should just put that in the whole. We should just go take that and complain to the school districts
and put it in our public schools, because parents don't got time to be teaching their kids, because they working on their 40-hour time. Right?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna chime in a little bit on that one, man, because I agree with both of y'all. I mean, with all three of y'all. You feel me? I believe that it starts in-house too, though. You feel me? But then also work its way outside, because, you feel me, the schools ain't gonna do nothing that the parents ain't gonna complain about. You feel me? And they get paid from y'all coming to school, so it's like the parents need to take their kids out of school, you feel me, because of the curriculum that they gotta change. But then vice versa, the parents gotta find that important, you feel me? And I know, like, for what, you know, William, you feel me, you being a father and all, so I can see why that kind of is like a big thing for you. So is that gonna be something that you gonna do? Like all the knowledge that you gain from just finance and just trying to figure out your path, you gonna pass that down?
Yeah, when I learn more into it, that's the first thing on the mark. Cause like I started when I was 14, so
family wealth. You feel me? Family wealth. And that's,
for sure.
And that goes to a lot of things we just talked about, like our school system. I say all the things that we talked about throughout this video: time, patience, values, and financial. If we had all that in the school system, if kids knew how to be patient and to value themselves, and to know that if you save, you're gonna get there one day, you're gonna reach your goals. I feel like, you know, our school system be totally different, our communities be totally different, but like you said, it gotta start in-house, it gotta start with us telling the school system, telling what we need, and really our parents and us stepping up, being the mentors.
Taking that step, taking that lead.
Everybody take that step.
Do y'all think there's enough mentors within the schools?
Oh, no, definitely. I don't think there's any mentors. I never went to a mentor at school. So
see,
like,
I ain't gonna lie. Like I had mentors, like previous mentors. Like I don't keep in contact with them now, but like I definitely had that. Like in my schools that I went to, like I did have like people that, you know,
that we trying to help you in.
Yeah.
And
that was looking out best in my interests.
Well, yeah. I got those. Yeah.
It's people like that, but it's
so many.
And it's only so many. And it's only so many people that's doing it. Only when you like show them that you need that mentorship.
Right.
Only when your grades drop. Only when you have behavior problems. They feel like you need a mentor. And by that time, you already like the mentor ain't been there. So I feel like we definitely just start implanting mentors in our communities.
Not even planting. We need more leaders.
Yeah,
more leaders, more mentors, more people who want to help, who want to grow other kids.
Just because, not because you're forced to.
Right.
Y'all know that.
Not for the money. Not even like do it for the money, but like do it because you want to. Also, don't do it just because of that.
Definitely, like, hey, y'all know that for sure. So we need more mentors. We need more black men in the community. We need more black men wealth. We need more brothers around.
Just that. Just anybody.
Anybody. you think about it though, it start right there.
So like y'all would say like, you know, with just being, you know, part of the North Florida program, you know, with ends and just working with the Pops guys, y'all feel like that kind of helped bridge that gap, you know, bringing in those male mentors, like even though it was like outside the school, but it was still like within like the community, you feel me? Like, so did that kind of show y'all that like there, you know, there is mentors out there, you feel me?
It is mentors out there. You just gotta take your eyes and look, really see that they are really a mentor and really give you that right information.
And then one more thing too, like mentors are adders and multipliers. Like what they said in group, multipliers and adders ain't gonna be in no area with all a bunch of subtractors and dividers. They're not gonna be in that environment. You gotta take them steps and go into that environment with them multipliers, with them adders and them mentors. And that's just
And I would like to say, it did show us like it's like other people caring about us, like. Yeah,
especially out of high school too.
Like emerge like outside of school, like you don't see no love outside of school other than school from the teachers.
And there ain't no love in that. They just trying to get us stuck, man.
Right, they trying to hurry up.
Y'all know this, man.
Man, so what has that transition been like, you know, like going from being basically like a full-time student to being like full-time in the world? Like for William, like for you know, you a full-time parent, but like y'all basically being full-time adults. Y'all basically learning how to, you know, provide and care for yourself, but also create a roadmap for yourself. Like, how did that feel? Like, I know it could come with some challenges. But I ain't gonna speak for y'all. You know, it could be kind of nervous. I know for me it was a little nervousness a little bit, but you know, I kind of felt like I knew what I was doing, but when I fell down a little bit, I kind of was like, damn. Like, I started looking back like, damn, I didn't have this, I ain't had that. But I couldn't really use that as an excuse. Like, you know, you got to keep pushing forward. But I know that is, you know, it's different strokes for different folks. So I understand every process ain't the same. And, you know, I try to get out, you know.
You ain't never lied though. Hey, I say the biggest thing with me really is like learning, like you said, with the bumps and scrapes that you get when you fall down, is to really being versatile and be able to get back up and be able to adapt to something, you know?
You gotta be able to change for the better and not just for the worse.
And so, you know, having my game plan, like now I'm in control of my own game plan, but it's still a lot of obstacles that we gotta go through, a lot of things that we can't control, a lot of things that we ain't got the power enough to control, enough money to control, but as long as you know that you got patience time, you know, go, and you know, got the North Florida and Ends family with you, I'm smooth.
Or anybody riding just a period.
You feel me?
It's like,
right.
It's like, yeah.
You gotta know
I feel like it's nice. I mean, it's nice to feel like you got someone watching you. I mean,
You ain't never lied, but
Man, no, that's real, man. So, like, just going back, you know, before y'all came into the program, you know, like, how was y'all kind of, you know, going about it before then, you know, before y'all came across, you know, like, the individuals, you know, with like minds and just the opportunity, like, what was it like before then?
I mean, free-handing it, like, just going off the front, like,
just going off the front, you
like just going off the rip, like anything go, it happened, oh well. Like that's how it was before Ends Media. Now everything changed. Like, you know, think before you do it. Think about all that stuff they said, like 30 seconds get you 30 years.
Man, that's
so
real.
I keep that in my head deep down, like, hey, if like Think twice, right?
Yeah, and I was going to ask, like, you know, so when we was at Pops last week and they had the ceremony, how was that, like, talking with somebody, didn't he do, like, 36 years or, like, 38 years?
Oh, yeah.
Then you got another person that did, like, 24 years. You got another person that did, like, 19 years.
Somebody did 39 years.
Nah, bro, did 38.
Yeah, like, he did, like, 38 years. So it's, like, talking with individuals so, like, they can real life, like, tell you, like, yeah, man, really, 30 seconds can really change 30 years, the next 30 years of your life. Like, how powerful was that for y'all to be able to talk to somebody that served that amount of time and still came out, and you can see that, like, he on, like, a whole new path, you feel me? But, you know, it's coming from a real place because he came from a real place.
That's crazy right there, because really, like, it was two people that one turned 38 and one turned 34. I think 34, and I believe like that was Willie who was in our group, right? Yep. And that was one of the pop members who served like over 30 plus. He the one that like he come to our group, so he the one that come every Tuesday, and like he owned businesses and like
he owned cable.
It was Willie. It was Willie. It was Willie, and he you know he owned a cable. Well, you know we ain't gonna tell the business, but he owned a whole bunch of things. You know, it just really.
He really doing something that a lot of folks out here really struggling to do, and he did it coming out of jail. And I feel like it's another way for us young black men to step out that and go that way.
You feel me? Cause
trying to pave a way.
Yeah. Like they said, they didn't give their time to them. They don't need no more time from us. You feel me?
Right.
Nobody wanted to get a system. No more time. Like us, our ancestors served hundreds of years in them fields. Black men serving hundreds of years in the jails. We don't want no more time. But none of these systems.
Man, so I got a question for all three of y'all. If y'all could start a business today, if y'all had if I had the bread, if I had 5 M's, and I'm like, hey, you feel me? I'm putting up an M to, for each one of y'all, man. You feel me? But y'all gotta have a business though. You feel me? Y'all gotta have a business. What would each of those businesses be? You feel me? But y'all gotta pick something different. So if one person take your idea, you gotta have that entrepreneur mindset, man. You gotta flip it, man.
I think of business plans every day. Give me the money, throw it at me, boss. First thing I'm doing, I'm opening up my own black school. Not gonna say, I should say black, but like African American school. And I'm taking that. I'm spending a portion of that, giving back to my community that portion of that, and like then I'm opening up a business with the school to like give the kids jobs, like the same thing that North Ford and Esme is doing. I'm gonna do it on a bigger scale with the school system right in the community. And give them and start set it up everywhere in America. That's what we need.
Okay. So yours will go into education, starting a school that create opportunities.
That's my first one, but then I'm gonna get up to that stock.
Okay.
Other things, then I'm gonna get to really making money. First, I'm gonna come back to that.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna come back to that. I got a question for you about that. All right, so now you, Randy, what's up with you? What would you do? What would you do if you had that bag? Let's get that bag talk.
Business, and I go on the same type of vibes he going on. Basically, I make another way, another alternative for like high school, basically. Not even just like a school. Like I make it where it's like so much. Like I just want to explain it to like the way everybody else will be able to understand it. Like,
all right, man. We're gonna let you get back to it. We're gonna catch back up with you. What about you, William?
Oh man, I'm not connected to your guys. I'm not investing in no education.
I know, you can be honest, man.
Open up something everybody needs.
What's that? I'm being serious. I said what?
A shelter.
Hey,
that's real.
Or like a shelter that like y'all heard Youth Link.
Yeah.
I actually went in the building for the first time. They showed us everything. Bro. That's help, but it's not gonna be like Youth Link. It's gonna be like different. Like if you need a place to stay,
you got them. Okay.
Like a hotel. Like probably a hotel. Like
y'all see our vibe. We got the education part. He got the outside.
Man, entrepreneurship, education, man. We talking about.
Okay.
Hey, when you talking about generational wealth, that's where it starts at. Education, education, man, and then also started with entrepreneurship and housing. You feel me?
Or insurance. Like insurance. Like
like an insurance company.
Yeah.
Nah, that's dope. You feel me? Allstate, Progressive, all of them have to start somewhere. You feel me? And now they $1 million corporations. That's one thing you always gotta have. Some type of form of insurance. You buy a house, they want you to have homeowners insurance. You buy a car, you gotta have car insurance. They want you to have health insurance. You feel me? It's just a must-have in this country.
Anything.
Yeah.
Make
So
stuff
now,
up and call it insurance.
so now I got like a little odd question. I got a curveball for y'all. So, do y'all know what dividends is? You feel me? We gonna, take a guess. So, like, what do y'all think dividends is?
Stuff that you got inherited.
Okay.
Someone left for you.
Okay. What about y'all?
You're part of something like your portion of something.
hey, I'm like, let let me see if we all got the same idea. So dividend basically your part in the pie, basically like your slice, your key line.
Okay, my stuff was kind of in it. I heard.
So like I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. Y'all there, but y'all ain't touch on it all the way. So I'm gonna read the actual definition. It's a sum of money paid regularly, typically quarterly by a company to its shareholders out of its profits or reserves.
So part of the pie.
Yeah, like so then that goes back into y'all part of the pie. And then that can also be something that you can inherit though. You can inherit stock, you can inherit pieces of the company, you know, stuff like that. So we talk about ownership, we talk about money, and we talk about, you know, financial literacy, for me, financial awareness and generational wealth. So we're gonna talk about them dividends. So do any of y'all plan on owning stock?
Yeah, I do.
I want to buy me a share. It's just, you know, time taking a little slow.
Time take a little slow, and like once I get to be able to back up that stock, I know for sure I'll let my stock fall. But I say,
okay, I'll put it to y'all like this. Did y'all know I own stock?
I believe you do.
But I know
Because you can invest in silver and gold, and you got some.
Yeah, hold on, no. But I own stock in Snapchat. When I bought it, it was at $7, like $7.50. And they sent me like a little, they sent me like a piece of paper. You feel me? Been like a whole year. My stock doubled. So if I bought it at $7 a share, it's at like $16 a share now. You feel me? So I doubled my money within a year. You feel me? So only reason I'm telling y'all that was because that's one of some of the type of stuff we're gonna be talking about. You feel me? Putting that money to the side. Where you gonna put it though? You know? Do you want to put it in the bank? You want to put it in the shoebox? You want to put it in your pocket?
Smart on the stocks, because
Yeah.
you can lose it or you can
That's
win.
facts. That's big facts. That's big facts. That's why you gotta be on top of it. You feel me? You just gotta,
Yeah, all I didn't know
but
is
then,
where do you go to put your money into stocks?
so then, all right, we got this conversation right now. So
you can know what to put in.
So we millennials, right?
Yeah.
We on the phone.
No. We millennials. So it's like if you millennial nowadays they got the mobile apps, right? Where you could go basically learn about the stocks, watch the stocks, and buy the stocks. But you know, like Acorn, Robinhood, Webull, and all that type of stuff. You feel me? But we don't really talk about like we gonna start talking about that more. But they don't really talk about it in the hood. You feel me? I basically learned how to do it on my own with just going. First, you gotta open up a bank account, you feel me, tying in your bank account, and then what you was saying, just figuring out which stock to buy. Only reason I got Snapchat was because that's what everybody was on. I'm like, this shit hot, you feel me? Like we all using Snapchat, you feel me? So it's like I'm investing in what I use. That's the first thing I was thinking about. Like, what do you feel me? Like, what's the next app? But that's real though. But you can just take out your phone and you can see. Like, you feel me? Like one of them apps that you using. Yeah, you feel me? But then also when I hopped in, it was $7. It was fresh. You feel me? So then that's where it's like start looking at what do I currently like and how much it costs to play that game.
So,
for real.
Did you just like put that 7 in?
I was starting out, yeah, but then as it started to grow, I started a little 10 there, a little 15 there. Right. You feel me? Like to start trying to help it grow. But then I ain't gonna lie, I stopped for a minute. I kind of even stopped paying attention to it, and then it kind of just kept growing because Snapchat kept growing up. So it's just like basically it got up to 15 per share. So that means for every share I bought, if I bought 3 shares, you feel me, times whatever I bought, times you feel me, times that. But it's like it's gonna keep growing though. So if I die today, it's gonna fall down to my next beneficiary, my kin or something like that, which is gonna be my kids. Yeah, no, but then who do you? Yeah, but you still passing it down. You still got something you can pass down. You feel me? And like y'all said, you got some type of ownership in something that you can pass down.
It's gonna do it automatically.
It's just gonna go to like your next of kin, like if that's your kids, if you got kids, or it's gonna go to your beneficiary.
Yeah. By law, like even if you got a will, just by law, if you got somebody over, it's gonna go down.
So it's like even with thinking with that, it's like say like for example, right? Say like a Ford go bankrupt again. Cause a lot of individuals did this, being from Detroit. A lot of individuals had stock in Ford, so when it went down to like $15, $20 a share, motherfuckers that had money that was aware of they were just aware of the financial literacy, all that type of stuff. They was buying stock, $20, $50 for their kids though, not even for themselves, for their kids. They was buying their kids stock. You feel me? And those like certain individuals that tell me like, yeah, my grandparents bought me stock in Ford and woo woo. Now me not really knowing what that meant. Now it's like you turn back around. One dude was bragging to me about how much stock he had. That's what really made me start getting into it. Dude was bragging to me. I'm looking like, dang, you feel me? Like I don't really. like you feel me? Like we really had them talks about like he talking about his kids, like his like basically like that's who's telling me like, oh yeah, I got my kids stock. They was getting stock for like for Christmas and all type of stuff. I'm looking like, dang, like but coming from our environments, we don't necessarily. That's not really something that's really in house like that. And I know what you was talking about was the parents and stuff like that. But now as we starting to become them, you feel me? Like we gonna be the parents. We gonna be the. Yeah, you feel me? So now we got the opportunity to make it different. So then that's why I just want to kind of, hit y'all on the head real fast with them dividends, because, ends, you feel me, trying to make the most of their current circumstance, and shoot, we going to be talking this money.
The old stuff got shares?
Yeah.
So if I put in that?
Hey, we got to talk.
Yeah. We can most definitely talk about that, yeah, man. We can most definitely talk about that, yeah, but.
I'm trying to get the old style, bro.
Yeah, though, man, most definitely, man. But we about to get ready to tune out, man. But before we tune out, I got one question for all three of y'all. Man,
lay it on us, man. Lay it on us.
If you had one word to describe your story, not even who you are, not even the world, your story, your path, what's that one word that you would use to describe your path?
Resilience.
Okay. Marcus got resilience. Okay. Somebody got... William, like, he thinking hard, too, man. What you got for us, Randy?
Man, I'm going to just go with a rebel.
Rebel. Okay. Randy leaving out with rebel, man. So now we got the last of the Mohicans, man. Perseverance. All right, man. It's your boy, Baz.
William signing out, man.
And Marcus, man. Y'all know I was coming, man. And Speedy, man. Y'all know I was coming, man. North Fort, man.
Man, it's your boy Baz. I'm tuning out, man. The word I'm going to use, I'm going to just use ends.
The family yellow.
You dig?